日本時間5月29日、米国時間5月28日、テレビ番組でロサンゼルス、ドジャースの大谷翔平を中心とした歴史的議論が展開された。議題は、現在の MLB における大谷の到達点であり、その異次元のパフォーマンスにスタジオは騒然となった。大谷翔平は直近の登板で6回無安打、1失点と圧巻の内容を見せ、今季防御率は 0.82 という驚異的な数字を維持している。一方で四球の多さなど課題も指摘され、自身も満足していない姿勢が紹介された。番組では、サイ・ヤング賞獲得の可能性についても議論が白熱。現在の成績であれば最有力候補との声がある一方、投球回数の少なさが評価に影響する可能性も指摘された。さらに議論は、史上最高の選手は誰かというテーマへ発展し、ベーブ、ルースやバリー、ボンズら歴代の名選手と比較しながらも、二刀流でエリートレベルを維持する選手は前例がないと大谷の得意性が強調された。番組終盤では、サイ・ヤング賞と MVP の同時受賞の可能性まで言及され、スタジオは興奮に包まれた。ドジャースに新たな歴史を刻む大谷翔平。その全貌は今後さらに加速していくとみられる。この後、番組ではさらなる詳細分析が続く。ぜひ最後までご覧いただきたい。
At the very top, though, is Shohei Ohtani. And we're going to talk about him. 6 no-hit innings last night. He goes 6, gives up one. I'm a little disappointed. I saw the one run by the time, just before I went to sleep. I gave up a run. And it was a scratch run against the Rockies. But Ohtani is out there, has a 0.82 ERA. Also, I mentioned the Braves have the best record in baseball. But, Chris, the Dodgers are now right there, and the Dodgers have the best run differential. So the fully operational Death Star is coming.
Right.
Nice and quiet Dodgers, tad disappointing, and now about to start rolling. And point of emphasis, pitching for Ohtani this year. Look at that ERA.
And he was disappointed after the start. He had 4 walks, and you're watching the outing, and it looks like he's grinding. He looks like he's grinding majority of the time, and that lets me know the expectations that we put on Ohtani and also the expectations that he puts on himself. He was visibly frustrated during his outing in which he didn't give up any hits. But it's something about the big moments. If nobody's on base, it seems like he's not as locked in. He's giving up some walks. As soon as somebody gets in scoring position, building off the adrenaline of the hitter that's at the plate who really wants to make something happen in that moment, Ohtani has had some type of switch that clicks with him to where he's able to execute pitches in the right spot to be able to keep himself from having those big innings.
You know, we had Adam Ottavino on a few weeks ago just talking about, saying, hey, what are you seeing with Ohtani? He said, I'm just seeing him fully engaged, like in the whole process, different pitches, new pitches, and when he needs it, extreme velo when he needs it. So we're seeing remarkable things. That's why I brought up Grover Cleveland Alexander. I just wanted a history of it. We throw in these old guys here and there, but this is where you go when you're at the very top of baseball. Like, where does that even rate? And Ohtani is on a lot of leaderboards now with the all-time greats.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. He decided he wanted to win the Cy Young this year, and he just might do it now. I mean, the race is going to be amazing with Sanchez and all the others involved in this, but at this point, he might be the favorite. He's been shut down. I think he is the greatest baseball player of all time. I know you're going to say that when I saw Babe Ruth, which I miss Babe Ruth, I miss Pete Alexander.
We're hanging out with Babe Ruth, don't lie to us.
So among the people we've seen, and there have been some great ones, A-Rod, Barry Bonds, I saw Mantle, I did see Mantle. This is the greatest baseball player that we've certainly ever seen and probably of all time.
I don't go that we've seen. It's the most remarkable baseball player.
And greatest. And greatest.
I wouldn't go there.
Really?
When you go and revisit Babe Ruth, we're actually, Joey Votto's joining us, and we're looking at greatest left-handed hitters ever. Even Ruth, his first, I think we did first 9 seasons, because that's what Juan Soto has now, right? And we looked at who's the greatest hitter for the first 9 seasons, and we're thinking, well, Ruth pitched for a good 6 or 7 of those seasons. Right. It's still Babe Ruth, number 1. Like, as a pitcher and then as an outfielder for 2 years, he's still the greatest, the highest OPS plus of anybody while he's pitching. And while, by the way, Ruth set a World Series record for consecutive scoreless innings in the World Series. He won 2 World Series as a pitcher.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Good player.
I got to push back a little. I got to pump the brakes now and then. And Rob Parker's coming. You want to pump up? He's going to jam. He's jumping on the brake. You ever have a drive with someone that, like, suddenly they're jumping on the brake? Rob Parker joins us right now. He's with us every week on the Showdown. We always love having him on. He often has an adversarial take. Rob, great to have you back on the show. Shohei Ohtani's ERA, Rob. He gave up a run yesterday.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute, is it an adversarial take or just an honest, different take? And I'm not on the bandwagon like everybody else.
Could be. Not going to argue that. And often, like, you're going against the tide. How about that? You go against the tide. So Ohtani's ERA is 0.82. Are you impressed?
Not overly impressed. And here's the reason why, BK. I know you just fell out of your standing position because I should be all over Ohtani, telling you how great he is. Look at who he's faced. His opponents are Fugazi. I get it. He should dominate. He's only pitched against 2 teams with a winning record. All of the other teams are also ran the bad Giants. Everybody else is bad. Even the Padres, which is one of the 2 teams over 500, they haven't hit. Manny Machado, Tatis, they haven't hit. Look at the teams that he's faced. Nobody can hit.
To your point, he did miss the Dodgers have faced the Braves, Nats, Cubs, Brewers. His turn has not come up for them. But it's a 0.82, Rob. It's a 0.82. What more did you want? Did you want to take except for those 5 runs? Would that have impressed you if he didn't allow those 5 measly runs somewhere?
No, I get it, BK. You can only face who's on his schedule. So I'm not knocking him for that. He can't make the schedule, but everything has to have context. And when I look at the 9 starts, 7 have come against Colorado, San Francisco, a bad hitting Padres team. There are a lot of bad teams that he's faced.
I hear
and
you,
he's
but
dominated
even,
them.
Even in the year of the pitcher, we're looking at the ERA leaders now. As long as I throw that up there, Sanchez, who I just did 5 minutes on him. Schlittler's been great, and yet he's like almost half that at a 0.82. It's absurd. I'll give you this, Rob. I'll give you this. Right, you need to like Mike Messina when he was with Baltimore is facing Yankees, Red Sox, and then even Rays like constantly. So eventually, but over the full season, we're going to see what Ohtani really has. And then in the postseason, he'll take on all comers. So he'll answer that. But I hear you, and context is important.
What else do you have?
Paulie sent this one over. This is actually an interesting topic. In 100 years, which athlete from this era will be the most remembered / spoken about? And we can kind of populate this one as a squad, but like Tom Brady, LeBron, Lionel Messi, Ohtani, Wemby, any others?
Yeah, Paul.
So my thought was, we still bring up Babe Ruth regularly on a sports radio show 100 years after he was relevant. And, there's some other players like Jim Brown or, there's not that many. Wilt Chamberlain makes our show. I'm curious, people from today who, because of their accomplishments or pending accomplishments, will be talked about 100 years from now on a sports radio show?
Well, Shohei Ohtani will, in my opinion, because he threw 6 no-hit innings. He also hit another home run. His ERA is now 0.82. He's becoming, I'll be careful when I say this, a better pitcher than hitter. Now, he's been on a recent tear the last couple of weeks to raise his batting average, but I go back to what Dave Roberts said to us in spring training, that Ohtani is really focused on winning the Cy Young. If he were to win the Cy Young, and with all these MVP, and he'll win the MVP again, like we're seeing a historical run. We're seeing something that's never happened. And I don't know if we get imitators that, you'll have teams that'll say, hey, why don't we try to develop somebody like that? Because a lot of your pitchers were great hitters. They usually you pitched, and if you didn't pitch, you played shortstop and you batted third. But I think what we're seeing with Ohtani is something we've never seen before. Therefore, he's going to stand out. I mean, Messi is unbelievable, but is he Pele? Like, we still talk about Pele. Tom Brady, who knows what the quarterbacking position is going to be like in 100 years from now? Yes, Dylan.
I feel like as the de facto soccer guy here, I have to say Messi and Ronaldo do have kind of that extra level of reach globally.
Yeah, but they kind of cancel each other out. They're both unbelievable. Like Pele stood alone for a long time. But I think Ohtani, he was angry last night because his Location wasn't great, but he had 6 no-hit innings and hit another home run. Yes, Paul.
With Ohtani, does he get bonus points if it's really close for the Cy Young this year because he also has 600 at-bats?
And you brought up this point to me this morning, and I didn't think about it. But if you're thinking about, hey, all I'm going to do is pitch, but then it's so much more than that, it's all I'm going to do is pitch, and then the other days I'm going to hit. And you factor that in. Because pitchers, hey, I got to have 4 days rest. I got to have 5 days rest. Shohei Ohtani doesn't get that. Now you can say, well, okay, we're going to be a DH. Okay, you still have to get ready for a game. So maybe not physically, but mentally, you're getting ready for another game. Yes, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, the argument in the past is, against pitchers winning the MVP has always been, well, you play every 5 days. You know, batters play every single day. But I do think that Ohtani will have a tough time winning, unless it is by, like, just undisputed that he's the Cy Young. I think he'll have a tough time if he's basically just winning the MVP every season. I think they'll be hesitant to give him both unless it is just, like, you can't make an argument.
All right, he's pitched 55 innings. His ERA is 0.82. Go back to the start of the season. Like, Skeens had a bad outing against the Mets. His ERA was like 64. Plus, he's hit 383 over the past 13 games. And you're right. The voters might say, well, you got the MVP. Let Skeens get the Cy Young again. Yeah, Paul.
Most starting pitchers have 11 or 12 starts at this juncture of the season. Ohtani has 8.
Yeah.
So he's behind the curve a little bit, and that could be used against him.
But I'm going to have to get the numbers here. And Big Day Ray had these, or we were talking about this, the amount of innings he's going to have to pitch. Because if I look at Chris Sale and Jacob deGrom, like some of these guys who have won the Cy Young, I think Ohtani might have to pitch 170 innings. Even Tarek Skubal, I don't know what his numbers were, probably under 200. I mean, it is remarkable the amount of innings that pitchers don't pitch anymore. Yes, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, it's not apples to apples, but if you compare Ohtani winning MVP and Cy Young to like the NFL with MVP and Offensive Player of the Year, where a lot of years you could argue whoever wins the MVP would also win the Offensive Player of the Year. I think they kind of bifurcate the two, where the MVP
bifurcate.
Easy.
Wow.
Whoa, vocab word.
Okay.
All right, Denver.
Yeah, Paul.
Harvard.
Okay, here's a thing for Ohtani. Back in 2021, Corbin Burns, the starter for Milwaukee, he was 11-5, only 28 starts, only 167 innings, and he won the Cy Young.
Yeah, see,
there's your opening.
I mean, who would have thought get to 150 innings, 160 innings, you can win the Cy Young, but that's where we are now. I think Chris Sale had like 174 one year. But Ohtani, 6 no-hit innings and wasn't pleased with his control. Are we taking Ohtani for granted?
He hasn't even gotten hot. I know that he's had a really nice start to the pitching side of things, but offensively, I don't even sense that. And I was reading that he's still not satisfied, but I saw some stuff yesterday in his swings that tell me we really, and I don't like using hyperbole, I think I'm going to try to, in the course of my media career, to be as tame as possible, but I really think we might be in the middle of one of, if not the greatest season in the history of baseball. And I say that because, first of all, most of the all-time great seasons have asterisks / question marks. And the other few were before integration was even a part of the game. And so the extreme ends of greatness were mitigated because integration was a part of the game. And he's playing against the very, very best in the world now. So to me, I think we have a chance to see one of the great seasons of all time.
It feels like the Cy Young's really important to him. And, I mean, he's got, I don't know if you say unfair advantage. He created the unfair advantage that he gets to hit and pitch at a very high level. He's going to win another MVP this year, right?
No, nothing's for sure. The starting pitcher for the Phillies, Sanchez, has had an excellent start. We typically don't give away the MVP to pitchers, but it's going to be 5 and 6 years if he wins it. It's going to be unanimous if he wins it. I really think I really think we're talking about Tiger Woods in our lifetime, Michael Jordan in our lifetime. I think we're talking about one of the great athletes of the 21st century. And I don't know if it's because of the nature of baseball, in that you watch us every day and we don't wow you, and we ask you to kind of tune in on a daily basis and evaluate us at the end of 6 and 7 months. But at the very end of the season, Shohei is not only going to give you the goods, but he's also going to do it on both sides of the ball. And I don't think I don't know if we'll ever see this sort of greatness for a long. I don't know if we'll see it in our lifetime, unless Sam Altman and Elon step in and extend our lives a couple hundred years. So we'll see.
I got you facing Ohtani once.
Yeah. Funny enough, that ended my career, essentially. And it was the day he got his second Tommy John. So it was like it was a bad moment for the both of us.
Wait, what happened?
Well, after maybe the third or fourth inning, blew out his arm for his second Tommy John. He left one of the most impressive, I'll tell a quick Shohei Ohtani story. One of the most impressive things I've ever seen on a baseball field. He got taken out in the third or fourth inning because he needed a second Tommy John. Before he came out of the game, he went up to bat and hit a ball 117 miles an hour into the right field stands for a home run against a left-handed pitcher, and then left and had surgery. I mean, what? Who is this alien? And then me, I ended up popping out against him, and so yeah.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy. He's a big 6'4", probably 240.
Yeah.
And he's as fast as anyone also. So he's got a lot of things going for him.
今回も最後までご視聴いただき、本当にありがとうございました。動画の内容を楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。もしよろしければ、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。皆さんの応援が、今後の動画制作の大きな励みになります。それではまた、次回の動画でお会いしましょう。